Hey kids, Miss Stone here. So we're finally done with all the standards associated with 7th grade. Figurative language was our last one. I wish we could have spent a little bit more time on it, but you know, such is life at this point. So at this point, what I'm going to be doing every week, I'm going to be reviewing a different standard. Um, that I feel like we maybe struggle with or we really need to go over. So this one is all about main idea and supporting details. And so I'm just going to give you a little quick mini lesson main idea review for you here, okay? So if you remember, this is the same PowerPoint that I showed you originally, but I'm going to talk about it, give you some different examples, and maybe try to reach you in a different way that you haven't heard before. So if you just a quick review, main idea is that big point. It's the most important idea that the reader is trying to communicate, or the writer is trying to communicate with the reader, right? Our biggest hint about main idea is going to be your title, because authors love to give their main ideas in their titles, right? Because they want to communicate to you the big idea as soon as possible. So main idea is your controlling central idea, right? It is the main focus. Okay, you probably heard it as main idea, central idea, the main point. There are lots of different ways to phrase this. But all ideas in a text or a paragraph you should be able to connect it back into that main idea, right? There shouldn't be any ideas that are not related to it in any way. Okay, so when you're reading, the question you really need to ask yourself, because this is going to get to the topic, right? So the first thing you have to do when you are thinking about figuring out the main idea is figure out the topic, right? Who or what is this passage about? Because that's going to be your topic, and that's the very first step. So just a quick review of the difference between topic and a main idea. A topic is the who or what the passage is about. The main idea is what the author wants us to know about that who or what, right? Topics are like one word or a phrase. A main idea is usually at least a sentence in length and can be backed up with supporting details from the passage. So what are supporting details? Well, supporting details are exactly what they say they are. They support or prove the main idea. So the difference between a main idea and a supporting detail is that a supporting detail proves the main idea. It is the evidence, right, that we're looking for. So for example, homeless people have many problems. Well, this is a main idea, right? It's kind of non-specific. It could be the title of a text. And then, well, what details or evidence do we have that proves that homeless people are having problems? Well, in winter, it's hard to stay warm. It gets too hot in the summer, and they can suffer from heat stroke. And of course, it's hard to stay safe, keep things safe without a home. It's easy to get robbed or attacked or assaulted if you don't have a home that you can lock, right? And of course, there's no privacy. That's why you see a lot of homeless people. They get arrested for urinating in public. They don't have a bathroom, and lots of bathrooms that are in like restaurants and things don't let people come in if you don't have the proper attire, or if, for example, you're not buying anything. And for homeless people, their main goal is survival. So all of these things down here is evidence that proves that homeless people have many problems. It gets more into detail. That's why we call them supporting details. They become these very they're very, very specific, right? Whereas a main idea is more broad. So always be careful when you're reading, because a test writer might ask you. Remember those old guys that write these tests, right? That I always tell you about. They love to try and trick you. So other ways that they might ask for the main idea would be another good title for this passage, the topic sentence. Remember, a topic sentence is just a main idea sentence, right? Topic sentence equals main idea sentence. It's the same thing. Don't let that phrasing trip you up or confuse you. And then what is the topic of? What's the central idea? In what way is blank like or unlike blank, where they're comparing two ideas? This is just another way of asking for main idea. It's the same thing. Okay? So, more often than not, in readings that we're going to be doing in 7th grade, 8th grade, on up throughout your life, the main idea is implied. Well, implied means that it's not clearly stated, right? In a topic sentence. So remember, if a stated main idea is when the paragraph says it, like the main idea is, or homelessness is a problem, that is a stated and clear main idea. More often than not, paragraphs don't have that. Okay. They have an implied main idea where you have to figure it out. And we're going to be looking at 2 examples this week, and then we'll be doing another example next week. Okay. Excuse me. So just to kind of like break this down for you, if you're ever confused about how to find the main idea, try using this questioning process. This is what I do in my brain. So this is what Miss Stone's brain looks like. What the first question when I'm reading a passage, if I'm trying to figure out the main idea, is what is this passage about? Who or what's this passage about? Because that tells me the topic. Number 2, what is the author trying to teach me about that topic? What are they trying to do? If I'm not sure, I kind of like go in a little bit deeper. Are they trying to persuade me? Are they trying to inform me about an issue? Or are they trying to maybe entertain me with a story about someone's life? And if they are trying to entertain me, what is the lesson I can learn? Let me see if it'll type for me. What is the lesson I can learn from that person? All right, because for example, the book I Am Malala that I've been reading for our audiobook every day, more or less, is that, what lesson can we learn from that person? Yes, the story is entertaining, but what lesson can we learn, right? So I always kind of go through that mental process. Now, just as a quick reminder, because main idea links into summary, especially nonfiction summaries, because your main idea should always be that first sentence in a nonfiction summary. I just brought this up to review a little bit with you. So the first thing you have to do is read the text. Number 2, identify the text structure. Now, if you need to review, remember you've got sequence, cause and effect, compare and contrast, description, all those good ones. Okay, if you need to, you can Google it. Number 3, unlock your main idea sentence. Remember IVTB. Identify the text. Find a verb that describes what the author is doing. So that could be examines, describes, informs, persuades, compares. Okay, any of verbs, action words. Topic, T, topic. So what is the topic? What's the main focus? And then B, what is the big idea? Then, of course, you always need to write 2 to 3 important detail. So this is just a quick little review for you of main idea and supporting details. If you have more questions, please send me a message, send me an email, text me, call me, whatever you need to do. I hope that you guys are doing okay. I miss you guys. And please read the message that's on this assignment page, or, well, this page, because it has some good information about what to look for in the coming weeks. All right. Bye, guys. I miss you. Stay safe.